think we're recording. I think. Oh shit. How do you work this camera?
So I didn't play any poker this week since I've been in Nashville, but luckily Grace did, and she actually took ownership of the vlog. So let's see what she did, see what kind of footage she came up with. No promises because she's got those T-Rex arms, so I'm not really sure how vlogging's gonna work for her, but let's check it out.
Hi, Adam.
Yo, I'm here hanging out with Grace. Obviously, she's a better poker player than you. She's more beautiful than you. She beats you in every way.
Every way.
We still love you. I am buying a bottle of Kimosabi Mezcal for her since she showed up. So.
And I know you're super jealous. Bye.
We had a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun at the bicycle club.
Yes.
All right, have a good one.
Bye.
We all know Phil doesn't cheat on his wife, but he did buy me a drink.
He bought it for me. He bought it for me.
No, he didn't. To Adam.
You saw the video. Everybody saw the video. Hi, Dan.
Hello, Grace.
So yeah, I'm in Vegas.
I'm also in Vegas.
Until tomorrow.
But I live here. Until tomorrow.
Look at Dan's new hat. Oh shit. How do you work this camera? Well, I'm making Dan feed me. So we're going to grab...
Your arm... It would help if your arms were normal human size. But they're not.
This is harder than it looks.
Yeah.
But we're gonna go. Where are we going?
Lotus.
Yes. And I'm making Dan pay. Yes. Is it recording?
Yeah,
I
think it's recording.
Okay.
Oh yeah, there's the numbers up there.
Okay. It's our first night here.
Well, her first night here.
Yes.
I live here.
Dan fed me.
I did.
And then we went to the Hello Kitty Cafe. Which sucked.
The pop-up shop.
Yeah, it was awful. So then since we parked at Aria, Dan and I sat down. We could never get on the same game.
No, we were trying.
In a dead poker room, which is
They
stunning.
wouldn't let us.
Right, which is good because I would have taken all of his money. I could not figure out how to record. It's much harder than it looks.
Did you win though? You won, right?
I won. I ended up in for 1,000, out for 26.18. So.
Oh shit!
I know,
Really?
I know.
Oh wow!
Good hourly.
Holy cow!
Since we played for what, like 2 hours?
Yeah.
I did record Dan's last hand.
And then everything that happened afterwards was just great because he wins with the guy wins with the set of jacks up. It was like 7-8 offsuit or something.
Yeah, it's awful.
Oh, you weren't recording the Queen 8 hand?
No, I tried.
I got him?
I told you I couldn't figure it out.
Oh, so you were actually trying to
I tried,
record that.
and then my finger got in the way, and then I realized I'd never hit record. So I obviously had too much wine.
Obviously.
Oh, can you turn on the car so we can get some air?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So Wednesday night poker in Vegas, not stellar.
It's a slow time of the year.
I can't complain
really
because
is.
I won, but I'm going to complain anyway because I'm a woman.
Vlogging while she's here?
Yeah. Oh, Lord.
I am. And Jamin, you stole Dan away from me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's true because I'm leaving
Can
him
you
up.
hear me, Grace?
I can. You're on speaker.
Okay, so here's the question. I have an idea, but I don't know if the idea is racist or not. So
I'm recording for the vlog, so say.
No, then I can't.
Well, let me stop it. Let me stop it. Yes, I limped with 5-6 offsuit on the button. It's bad.
I know it's bad. I just want to flop something nutty to cause a little bit of pain. That'll work.
No joke, highlight of my day is this car wash. A few vlogs ago, like 20 of them, we had a segment called A Rain Delay, where me and Rain Delay went over some hands. Well, here we go with our second rendition of that segment with guest host and filling in for Dan,
Me.
Grace. So Grace, why don't you get us started with the hands that you want to talk about?
I figured we could talk about a hand that without being results oriented, even though they kind of are, a hand that I thought I played okay versus a hand that I thought I played really badly. So we'll start with the hand that I played, I guess, really badly. Right? Makes sense?
Yeah, start with the bad news first. I always say that.
We were playing 2-5 at Aria. The game was very easy. There was an under the gun straddle to $10. So I'm under the gun +2, and I raised the $10 straddle to 30 with Queen Jack offsuit. And like I said, in this particular game, I wasn't super worried about position like I would be in a tougher lineup game. So anyway, I opened to 30 and only the straddler calls. So we're heads up to a flop, and the flop is ace jack jack. I have Queen Jack offsuit. The straddler checks. I check behind. The board is rainbow. There's not too much that I'm afraid of. The turn is a 10. Still rainbow board. So it's ace jack jack 10. And he checks again. I now bet very small. I bet $25 into a $60 pot. Surprisingly, he now check raises me to 125. I'm not ready to fold my hand yet. So I flapped the 125.
You're underrepresented too.
I am, but either way, I'm in position. I kind of want to see what he wants to do on the river. The river is an offsuit king, giving me. It ended up turning my flop trips into Broadway. He now leads for 300, and in the moment, I think for a little while, and I end up calling.
Yeah.
I call and I lose, and he tables ace jack, and
Flop was ace jack.
yes.
Oh.
So I was drawing
Real dead.
but rain delay, and I talked about it after the session was over, and we kind of talked through it, and I told him that as I sat there, like as he was stacking chips, I was thinking to myself, well, that was really bad. That was a really, really bad call. But it's one of those things where in the moment, things were going really well for me. Things were going well, and I don't think I thought it through long enough. I don't know what...
Yeah, it's hard for him to have a hand that he's betting for value and that you're beating. Most of the time you're going to chop, right?
Well, I think, looking back, I think he's not bluffing here.
Right.
And if he's not bluffing here, best case scenario, I'm calling for a chop.
Yeah.
That's the weakest he's going to be. I have a jack, and I have a queen. If he's leading me onto this, and I'm the pre-flop raiser, so if he's leading into me, like, for pot on this board, if I had thought about it a little bit longer, like, Broadway just can't be good unless he's just bluffing with straight air. And I don't even know that he leads that much with the queen.
Well, you said it was a really soft game. Soft games don't usually have people bluffing with air.
Right. Well, when he bet 300, I didn't think he was bluffing, and that's why I think my call was really bad. Because if he's not bluffing, what is he betting? Like, he's not just like Dan said. Do I think that this guy can barrel into me with Jack 9? No. And if he can't barrel into me with the worst jack, then what is he betting with? I don't know. Either way, I thought the call was really bad, and after the fact, I still thought it was really bad. It cost me 300. So I think the call on the turn was correct, but moving on, it wasn't a good call.
Well, it's also possible the river was saved you a little bit of money. Maybe you would have spent more money than 300 had it come like a 4.
It would have been real bad if a queen popped off on the river.
That would have been the worst card.
So that's kind of how I saw. That's kind of how I decided to take. That's what I took away from it. It could have been worse. It was a $300 mistake. We've all made much worse mistakes.
What do you guys think about that hand? Leave it in the comments and let Grace, I'm sure you won't hold back. Let her know exactly how you feel like you do, even when we don't ask you for your opinion.
Yeah, I'm okay with it. I can take it. So fast forward now to a hand that I thought I played okay. Let me just tell you the hand. How about that?
Okay.
Okay. So we're playing 2-5 at Caesars.
Let's do this.
My favorite dealer at Caesars, Scott,
yeah.
is dealing. Well, you know my favorite dealer at Caesars,
Yeah.
right?
And my favorite dealer works at Planet Hollywood. Her name is Allison. But moving on.
Anyway, Scott was dealing at Caesars, and I was stuck. We'll just leave it at that. I was stuck at Caesars, and I'm in the big blind. Okay, so what would you do here, Adam?
I don't know. What do you got?
Under the gun, who started the hand with $500 effective, opens to $30, which was kind of a large raise, but he opened to 30. Two players call in between us, and I'm in the big blind, and I look down at the ace king of hearts.
Oh, I think I'd raise.
I did. So
Excellent.
I decided to raise, to squeeze, so I made it 150.
So far, I like it.
And under the gun calls. He's the only caller. We go heads up to the flop. Again, he started the hand with 500 effective, so now he's down to about 350. The flop is...
And there's 350 in the pot?
Yes. Yes, there's 360 in the pot. 362. I went a little different route.
Okay.
So,
Let's see what happens.
So the flop is beautiful for us. It is the Jack 9-6 with 2 clubs and 1 heart.
So it's not ideal.
We all know ace king never wins.
Here's the problem that I see. You don't have any money left. Like, you do, but he only has 300. He has the pot left.
Correct.
You have, like, no maneuverability.
Well, I felt that in this spot, it was appropriate to put in a down bet. I know that Ringley hates down betting and does not do it.
But rain delay is also stupid.
True, very true. So I decided to down bet. I bet 90 on the flop, thinking that if he shoves, I'll reevaluate. I'm probably not folding, but I bet 90, and he calls. So now in my head, I think that he might just be floating with, you know, a pair of 10s, pair of 9s on a jack high board, seeing what I want to do on the turn. I think if he has something stronger than that, it's just going in. I'm sending my mind signals to Scott, saying, just give me anything I can go with, Scott. Just give me anything. I don't need much. Just give me something. The turn is the 4.
There it is.
But it's the 4 of hearts. So it gives me the nut flush draw and 2 overs.
That'll work.
That's good enough for me. So I just shove at this point, and
I would imagine you're going to get called a lot.
he folds.
Amazing.
I don't know what he had. I think that it was an appropriate time for a down bet because I think I would play aces the same way. I'm not just going to shove the flop with a hand like aces or kings or anything like that. I think I would play it the exact same.
What do you think he had? What did he have?
I thought he had a hand like a medium-sized pocket pair that he was just seeing a turn with. I made it cheap enough where he could see a turn.
Let's be him for a second.
Okay.
And we look down at a pocket
Maybe he
pair.
has like an ace-queen and has 2 overs.
He might, but let's say he does. Let's say he's got that pocket pair.
Okay.
And now he's facing a $90 bet.
Mm-hmm.
And he doesn't know what that means, because that could mean 3 jacks or it could mean ace king, I guess.
It could be 3 jacks, it could be ace king, it could be aces, it could be any number of hands. I would bet all of those hands. I would bet all of those hands the same way.
He's calling this $90 in hopes that you give up on the turn and river when there's only $250 left.
I didn't say this was a tough lineup game.
What would you guys do in either one of their spots? Grace with ace king or the other fellow with...
What do you think he had? I honestly don't know what I in my mind thought he had a hand like a medium-sized pocket pair.
I know what he didn't have. Big pair of cojones.
Well, they're bigger than mine. So it's Sunday morning at about 4:30, and if I look tired, it's because I am tired. I think overall the trip went pretty well. We are flying out tomorrow afternoon. I came, I saw Dan, I hung out with Hellmuth, and I won some money playing poker. So all in all, I think success. Maybe 10 hours of poker over the 3 or 4 days I was here, which is probably the least amount of poker I've ever played on a trip to Vegas. Vlogging is hard. Vlogging is really effing hard. Yeah, and I'm not even editing this vlog, and I still think it's hard. So this might be my first and last vlog. I'm sleepy. I've had a lot of wine, and my eyes look real small right now. So I'm gonna go to bed. Peace out.